Hi Cancers, this is Paulette from Water Cherry Tarot, and I want to say welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and get started into your reading. It's going to be a general read for the next 2 weeks in the month of May. So anything can come up. It can be business, it can be career, family, friends. It can be just a specific situation, and sometimes a love message may come through, but we're going to see what comes in, okay? So whatever spirit picks up on, that's what's going to be. I already did a pre-shuffle, so I'm just going to be picking from the top just to kind of get us going. And also the tools that I use during my readings, I will be leaving a link in the comments so that way you guys can check it out and see where I purchased my items. So we're going to go ahead and pick one oracle card from the top. And what you got is E-Grain. Okay, so this card has to do with acceptance, feminine power. Now for some of you, because I know there's men that do watch this, it could be that you're going to be tapping into your masculine power. It also has to do with motherhood or fatherhood. And then I also see beauty. And so for some, because we are, like I said, there are some men that do watch this, your how you look is going to be enhanced, your beauty, how you take care of yourself on the outside and inside. So I feel like this is going to be a double thing. It's not just going to be your outward appearance, but also the inside. So there's a lot of areas here that are going to be changing in your life. And so there's something particular that you're accepting as a whole in the situation at hand in your life. And so whatever you end up accepting, I feel like it's going to set you off into gaining your power back, and thriving and pushing yourself forward. And for some of you, when it comes to beauty, I think when you do put yourself forward and gain your power back, I think you're going to realize that there's certain things that you need to work on internally and also outwardly, and it's going to be attractive to others. And so I think the work that you're going to put in towards yourself is going to make you very attractive to a lot of people. Now, for some of you who are mothers or fathers, if you're not a parent, doesn't mean that this message is not for you, okay? So for some of those who are parents, it could be that whatever you accept and the changes that you make, I think is going to set you off into a better place as a parent in the relationship that you have with your children. Now, what I'm noticing right now in the card is that I see the dog. I see a cup in the back. See the cup right there? And so we already know in the tarot that usually when we see cups or water, it has to do with love in some ways. But we're going to see, because sometimes the tarot card can turn around and it can be something else. But if it does pertain to love, it could be that there is a change within your love life, and I think it's going to be so much better. Because if you notice that right here, you see like a bunch of waves right there, but in the background is very smooth. So I think that things are going to smooth out for you in your love area. Now, when I see pets, especially a dog, I think there's going to be a situation where either you're going to be loyal to yourself, or somebody in particular is wanting to be loyal to you and create a certain type of relationship with you that creates something better. So I'm going to be picking from the top of the tarot. And so let's see what we get. So I'm going to pick 4 cards. So the first card you got is, I believe that's the 10 of Wands. You have the 9 of Pentacles. Let's see. You got the Ace of Wands. Wow. It looks like this reading's going to be a good one. And you also have the Empress. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that there's something specific, situation. Now I see it kind of like in different ways. Okay, so if it's like a financial situation, let's talk about that first. Okay, So for some of you, I feel like either career or business um, that you invested in, there's something particular about that. Either the situation itself or just a job or just the business itself that was very burdensome. It was something that you felt like you did too much, you overworked yourself, you wore yourself out dealing with it. It was too much responsibility and all of it weighed on your shoulders. Um, and I think you're at the place now where you realize the struggles, you realize what the obligation of dealing with the situation was, and so you decided to no longer burden yourself or have that burnout, and you decided to go ahead and just drop it. Whatever this is, you're about to drop it. Now, if it's a love situation, it could be that maybe there's a particular love relationship, a friendship, or a family member, but there was somebody here that you felt like there was just too many stressors with this person, and it just became too much that you said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I need to separate myself and I need to drop the entire situation with this person and just move myself forward. Because remember, wands have to do with action and movement, and planning. And so I think you've been thinking about this long enough and you plan to go ahead and, give yourself space away from this relationship and no longer picking back up the burden or the obligation with dealing with this person. And I think that's where acceptance comes in, okay? You're accepting the fact that something was too much, either at work, a business, finances, or a relationship in general, and you realize, you know what, fuck this. I need to put this down. And I think what's going to happen now that I see the Nine of Pentacles right next to it, once you lay whatever this is down, you're going to gain your power back. And it's by realizing that you are worth so much more than what you're getting right now. You are so worth the investment, the time, and you deserve so much better. You shouldn't be doing all of this or feeling like you're burdened. And so what's going to happen is that eventually when you drop everything, you are going to be very independent. Even like, say for instance, if you are in a relationship, in a career relationship right now, and it's not really the relationship itself, but it's just stuff in general that was very burdensome, without the help of your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, whoever it is, you're deciding to go certain things alone and work on yourself. Okay, and so what's going to happen is that it's going to send you off into a successful journey, a successful path, and you're going to be gaining, either your finances are going to get better, you're going to be successful either in your business or a new job. Maybe for some of you guys had to leave a business or a job behind, or maybe even a collaboration with someone. You decided to no longer work with them and go on your own. And because of that, now you're going to be secure and making profits. And you're going to be very abundant by yourself, and you're going to reap the rewards of this situation that you have decided to do on your own. Now, as far as a relationship, maybe you're better off alone and not dealing with that person, and you're going to set yourself free to have more by yourself and attract other people to come in, and they're going to see how well you're doing, and so you may get offers. And I think that's why the Ace of Wands is here. So brand new passion, a brand new beginning, even good news could be coming your way. And it's going to spark something up inside of you where you can have newfound passions. And sometimes this is also accepting whatever is coming in. So there's an opportunity here for growth. Something in your life that's very passionate, something that you're going to love doing. If this is a career or business or job, something brand new is coming in for you. And maybe as you leave and decide that your wealth and your finances and your independency is important, and so you're going to end up hearing from maybe the job that you were looking at that you think would be good for you, the business endeavor that you're wanting to do, and the people that you want to collaborate with that you've been waiting on is finally going to come through. Now, for some of you who did leave a relationship behind, there is a possibility that you're going to attract somebody else. okay, to come into your life. But there's going to be a lot of great ideas and new creativity coming in for you as well. Now, for the Empress, I think as you go through the process of these changes and letting things be and accepting your life the way it is, and you gain your power back, you're going to be in a good place where not only are you going to be independent and well off, but you're also going to be in a place of being looked at as the Empress, as someone who's super desirable, somebody who's able to be abundant in everything that they do and touch. You're going to be in a place where everything around you grows. So you're going to be very productive. And so people are going to see how much of a change you made. And for some of you, what I'm getting here is that some of you might go through a process, because remember the beauty. Some of you may go through the process of understanding that you may have some health issues. And these health issues that you find out about is going to set you free. It's going to be the answer that you need, the knowledge that you need to move yourself forward, to being a better you, mentally, spiritually, just all the way around. And I think you're going to get yourself healthy again and work on yourself on the outward and inward. And I think when you start doing that, people are going to notice and you're going to stand the hell out. And it's going to attract a whole lot of people. I'm telling you right now, Cancer. Now, for some of you, I would say that you guys may find out that you're pregnant or you got somebody else pregnant. So maybe that's why the motherhood, fatherhood is coming up. Or even for some of you, if you do end up getting a brand new business or a new job, you may not have children, but for you, this is your new baby. This is a new thing that you're taking on. Okay, but the pregnancy is here. Fertility is here. But I think once you get these new things going for you and you're more hyper-focused on the things that you want and doing on your own, you're going to nurture yourself back to where you need to be in your life. You're going to be more harmonious, and then the interactions you have with people is going to be so much better. Yeah, you're going to attract more people, and this time it's going to be the good kind of people. And like I said, some of you be careful because there's a possibility of pregnancy here. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and let's clarify burden. We got the King of Pentacles in reverse. We got the 9 of Wands. The Star card. And the Knight of Cups. So... okay, so let's okay, so we're gonna do it where we talk about the financial part and then we'll do the love part. Okay, so here what I'm seeing is that there's something specific in a business endeavor or a career that just wasn't working for you. Either their environment was corrupt, or your boss was, or just the person that you're collaborating with was not a grounded person. Maybe they're abusing the fact that they're with you, collaborating with you, and took advantage of your good graces and how hard you were working. And so this situation just was not working at all with whoever this was. And maybe if it's like a work situation, you're realizing, okay, I cannot grow here. There's nothing that's going to ground me, nothing that's going to keep me secure or give me the finances that I need. I cannot do it here. And I think dealing with that, it's hard because Pentacles has to do with investments. And so you realize that you cannot invest in this situation anymore, nor give to it. And so, you know, it's hard to take that. You know, all the hard work and everything you put somewhere, all of a sudden you just leave it. It can hurt you in some ways, or it can affect you. But what came out with that was the 9 of Wands. So I think you went through it You know, you worked so hard, you gave so much, and it took a toll on you. And for some of you, this could be like a health situation that maybe the message that you received wasn't very good. And it was saying that if you don't get yourself together, get healthier, what's going to happen is that your health is going to go spiral down even further. And so taking on that information kind of puts you in a place where you are deciding to stand for yourself and be resilient. Even though you heard bad news, you're deciding to fight for yourself, fight this battle. For some of you, it could have been cancer. But you decided to fight back, and take care of yourself and be persistent. And now, through the experience that you learned from what wasn't working, it's made you into a warrior. You went through the battle, you got through it, and now you're left standing. And yes, you may be a little bit tired, but you're still strong and you're still standing. And you have no attempts of not moving forward. You're going to be moving forward. And of course, the Star card is there to prove that, because what it's saying here is that going through all of that, now you set yourself into a position of fighting for your hopes and dreams and everything that you have desired to do, either in your career or your business, and in your finances, even money wise, and you're healing from it, from the experience that you had from this situation, and you're probably reevaluating things and making brand new dreams, and new career goals. And I think you're going to set yourself free towards that. Now, for some of you that had a health problem, you're going to be healing. You're going to get to the place where you're going to do so much better, make better decisions about your health. That's going to set you off to be renewed, and your body's going to be different. It's going to heal inside and out, and you're going to get so much better. And look at, you have something coming in. It's a good opportunity that you know that you're going to love. So either you're, after your healing process or working on your new dreams, you're going to push yourself forward, because remember, the horses have to do with movement. You're going to move yourself towards something that's more loving. There's more like something that you love to do, that's going to be so much better for you. Now, if this is a love situation, you could have been dealing with a person. They could have been maybe a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. If it's not one of those, then it could have been an Aquarius. You have another water sign here, and you also have fire. Now, it could have been anyone, though. So whoever this person was did not invest in you the way they should have. They didn't give you anything. They didn't give you any type of support the way that you were wanting. They were only going after their own selfish desires to give to themselves. If they had anything, they kept it to themselves, and they're very stingy. So this is probably also a person that on their own, they just weren't successful either. But they just decided not to give you what you deserve. And usually the King of Pentacles is the type that invests long term. This person did not want to give you a commitment or a long-term relationship. Yeah. They didn't put no efforts to see the relationship grow. And I think after accepting the fact that this person is this way, and you put so much effort into this person, and you wore yourself out to the bits, you are standing up for yourself, and you're releasing yourself, and you're putting this person to rest. You're not going to deal with this anymore, and you're going to go through the healing process and let this situation go, because I'm sure it was painful. Relationships are painful, especially when they don't work. And you're going to set yourself free to be able to go somewhere where you can find someone that can love you, and you're open to loving somebody else. But it could also be that after your healing process, somebody may come and offer you romance or flirt with you or want to start dating you. but it's somebody that's wanting to come in and give you, you know, sweep off your feet and be charming and start dating you. Now, if it's something where you just release yourself and now you're healing, you're ready to go back out there again and find somebody that is on the same page as you. So let's go ahead and look at the Nine of Pentacles and see what comes out. So you got the Four of Pentacles. Oof. The Ten of Swords. The Ace of Swords. And you have the Magician. God damn. Okay, Cancer, you're going to do really well. Okay, so once you get to this place where you're at the Nine of Pentacles, yeah, once you're here, I think you're going to be learning from what has happened with you, either through business, career, anything financial. You're going to understand that in order to be really well off on your own and independent and doing well financially, you're going to have to budget your money. Okay, this is about balancing your money out. You're going to have to hold on to what you got. I think you're going to get to the place where you're going to be smart enough not to spend anymore. Yeah, there's like at one point you felt like you had to struggle to hold on to a little bit of money that you had because your money was just going every which way. And I don't think you had enough money to pay for everything, your bills, your personal items, just stuff. And you just kept trying to hold on to your money. But there's going to be an end to that. That's why the Ten of Swords is here. Like, you learned this, what you needed to learn as far as when it comes to budgeting your money, how to create more funds, understanding that there's something about this holding on because you're losing money. All of that's going to stop. Okay, there's an end to that. Things are going to get so much better, and you're going to understand what you need to do to gain enough money to be well on your own. Yeah, because look, you got the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be clarity. Something brand new is going to come in to help you realize, okay, well, have I been budgeting wrong? Why am I holding on to a little bit of money that I got but still lose it anyway at the end? And I think you're going to pick up on what is making you lose money. And then there's going to be clarity. You're going to understand, okay, so this is what I was doing. This is what I was spending too much money on. Or maybe this career is not for me, and I'm understanding that now, that no matter how hard I work, I'm not going to get enough to survive on my own or to supply for my family. If there's a specific business partner, you're realizing that this person was very, very stingy with his money, and he was trying to take control of the money and hold on to it and make you do all the work. But all of that is going to be put to an end. Every single last thing like that is going to be put to an end, and you're not going to do that anymore. You're not going to put up with this person. But yeah, you're going to get mental clarity, and there's going to be a breakthrough, like an aha moment, and you're going to communicate that as well, that you're no longer doing this anymore. And so look at, there's a Magician. You're going to manifest this. You're going to manifest success. You're going to manifest your power back. I think that's where you're going to take your power back. And you're going to see that there's a direction that you're wanting to go in your life, and you're visualizing it. You're working hard on it. You're planning it, and you're manifesting it. And it's going to bring you to this Nine of Pentacles situation where you're going to do really well on your own. If this was a relationship, I think at one point you were holding on for dear life, hoping that this relationship would change, and things didn't. And as we all well know, and I'm speaking from experience because I am a Cancer, we hold on tooth and nail to something that's barely even living. Some of it, like if we're holding on to a person, that person's probably dead and gone, and we're still holding on. But we realize that holding on It's not going to help us get here. And so in order to get here, we have to let it go. We have to let it die. This ending needs to come in. We have to accept the defeat in this situation, because you're going to understand and get clarity that in order to have a better love life and manifest, we have to be free from whatever this was with this person. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else comes up. I want to see what this, well, I'm really dying to see what the Empress is, but we're going to go slow. Let's see what comes in for the Ace of Wands and see what comes through. Okay, so there's the Ace of Wands. So what you got is this a 5? Yeah, this is the 5 of Swords. You also got the 2 of Pentacles. You got the Ace of Wands. That's good. And then you also have the 6 of Swords. Okay. All right, so let's see here. So for this new beginning and this new opportunity that's coming in for you, this good news, you are understanding as you're letting go that there's something that you needed to accept defeat in. You had to surrender either the career, the business, your job, this person. You understand that what they were bringing to you wasn't anything that you can thrive on and be successful in. And you have decided to make that sacrifice and just let it go and let it go on its own. They can go their way and you can go to yours. Because there is a lack here in the situation and it wasn't serving you in any kind of way. And I think when you decided to surrender and move yourself forward, this is what you ended up getting. You put yourself in a position to balance your life out and get yourself back to, now if this was health, the information that came into you, it was hard to receive, but now you're in the place to get yourself back to your healthy self. You're balancing things out where you're going to be a lot better. Okay. So yeah, for some of you, if it had to do with the finances, you're going to be understanding that what you had to let go of is how you were balancing your books. How are you balancing your finances? How are you doing things? You're realizing that there's some areas that you had a major loss, and it was because of how you were spending, or what's that word? I can't remember. I'm sorry. So it's how you were just looking through your budget. And so now you're understanding through going through a loss and then probably gaining something brand new where you're going to gain a profit. You're learning now what to do in this stage now that you have something brand new coming in for you when it comes to finances. If it was a relationship, you decided to balance yourself and bring yourself back to where you needed to be. And bring yourself to being whole again. Because sometimes relationships, they set us off so bad like that we just kind of, we're so imbalanced after leaving a situation. Yeah, so you're going to hear good news, the Page of Wands. So something's coming in after we're working on ourselves and trying to balancing things out. And whatever you hear, it could probably be this new Ace of Wands is coming in, could be a brand new opportunity. You might get a job offer. You might get a raise. You might get a different title that's going to give you more money. Or it could be that you are collaborating with somebody brand new that you've been dying to work with. And so news is gonna come in. And when it comes in, it's going to set you to a place where your mind is going to be set free from all the stress. And you're realizing right now, okay, now is my time. I am ready. Let's move. Here we go. So that's why you have the 6 of Swords here, because things were rough for a while, but now You're on that boat and you're ready to move yourself forward and go somewhere where you can be at peace now, and you know it's something that you're ready to invest in, and that's going to bring you growth in your life. If it was a relationship, now if this was a relationship, you might hear that somebody is interested in you. Yeah. Somebody's interested in you now, and it's gonna put you in a place where you can have something better with this newer person, or whoever this person was that did a number on you, they may return, but we'll see. Let's keep going, okay? Because it may be something brand new. So whoever this is offering it to you is going to put you in a peaceful state, okay? And it's going to move you forward to being okay now. All right, so let's see what pops in for the Empress. I was dying to get to this Empress because it looks very interesting. So let's see what comes in for her. All right, so what you got is the Nine of Swords. Okay, somebody's coming in hella fast. I'm not sure if it's like a specific communication, somebody that needs to tell you something, or somebody that's been thinking very clearly of what they want to say to you or want to do, but they're coming in fast to make a big change. And they're going to be very impulsive. So I don't know what they're going to say to you, but it's going to be direct and very quick to the point. And you got the Page of Cups. So yeah, I think for some of you, this is a love relationship where somebody's coming in very fast to offer you something here. And it's going to shock you because of how quickly it's coming in. And not only that, but when we usually look at the Page of Cups, if you notice, see the little fishy there in the cup and how he's looking at it. When you're drinking water, you're not expecting for something else to come out of there. And I think he's in a state of shock, like, what the hell? Like, why is that in there? And I think that you're not expecting whatever's coming in. It's going to really shock you. But in this term, it does have to do with love. And for some of you, like I said, you may have an unexpected pregnancy and you're going to find out. So for some of you, if you've been sitting here watching this and you've been feeling for a while like something's up, like I missed my period or something like that, definitely go get yourself tested just to make sure. For others of you, you might find out very quickly. You might get a text message or something about someone being pregnant. Yeah. And so you weren't expecting that. Now, if it has nothing to do with that, it could be that somebody else is trying to come in towards you to offer you something. But let's see what else comes out for this. You also have, I think this is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. So whoever this is coming in, they've been stressed the hell out. Yeah, look at this. The Five of Cups. So, okay, it can go two ways. The first way could be that whoever's coming towards you to give you a little bit of something, like a love offer or talk to you about a love situation, they've been stressing over the situation about you. They've been very unhappy and stressed. The way they cope with situations is not good. Their mental health hasn't been on the up and up, because clearly when you're stressing and depressed or can't sleep, it's because of their mental health or how they're thinking. They may also be in remorse over a situation with you. It's causing them to feel a loss, and they keep looking at what happened between you and them, and they probably regret what they've done. And so maybe as you've decided to move yourself forward and take care of yourself and have a better life on your own, they are finally feeling their heartbreak and you already got over yours. Okay, so now they're dealing with this. Now this could also be where if somebody comes in quickly and sees you as someone they would like to invest in and it shocks you, it may stress you out a little bit and kind of bring you back to the things that did not work. Okay, but I have a feeling that's the other way around. Honestly, I don't think this is you stressing anymore, because you're setting yourself free from all of that. So I have a feeling that it could be the person that's coming in to give you information. Now, if this is like a work situation or a business endeavor that you decided to put down, or the person that you decided to collaborate with and you decided not to deal with them anymore, they're going to try to find ways to keep you. And I think, they realized all the work that you put in. Why does it always take for you to leave for people to understand your worth? I just don't get it. And so I think now they regret not investing in you and not, working with you the way they should. Let me see what else comes out for this. Hold on 1 second. Let's put these over here. Oops. That's very interesting. Let me see if anything else comes out. Yeah, whoever this is could be a fire sign. That's the Queen of Wands. This is a person that knows exactly what they want. They're very independent and passionate. They're very optimistic about things, but I think at this time they're realizing what they did in their part. And so I think now they're trying to refocus on you after the fact that you decided to set yourself free. So what I'm going to do now is actually I'm going to see if I can get some outcome cards. Okay, so let's see what comes out. So for your outcome card, look at that. You got the Wheel of Fortune. That's awesome. So something's going to turn in your favor. There's certain things that honestly is going to end here for you and turn itself around. And sometimes this has to do with karmic cycles that needed to end. It could also be about a soulmate, somebody that is better aligned with you, or it could just be that a situation with a specific soulmate had to take its turn. It had to turn around. But this has to do with good luck. So things are going to go your way. So this looks great. Look at Two of Cups, a soulmate. So maybe something's changing between you and someone else that you feel like you did have a love compatibility with. Now, okay, so it can go two ways. It can be this person that now realize that after you decide to no longer deal with them and not take on the burden anymore, and you're working on some things and you actually set yourself free. They're gonna feel that they want to turn things around with you and bring this back together. They want things to be balanced and equal between the both of you. They still have that deep soul connection with you, and they want to invest in you, and they want that spark back between the both of you. Okay, they want a partnership, definitely, because they feel like you guys are compatible. Now, if this is somebody brand new, somebody's coming in, and it's going to be a situation where this is better than anything you've ever had, because you and this person, your values and how you love is the same. So you know how some people get together but their love languages are completely different. They don't really understand each other, and I think in this instance you are going to get one another. For the past person, if this past person does come through, it could be a situation where they may try to come back and say that they're wanting to be more committed, so they may offer a proposal to move in together or engage with you, get an engagement with you, or they actually marry you, like a shotgun wedding type of thing. Okay, so let's see. And I think it's going to stress you out. Okay, because right there you got the Nine of Swords. I'm sorry, that's the Eight of Swords. So you ended up getting the Eight of Swords. And I think if this is a brand new person or the past person, whatever it is, it may stress you out. And it may put you in a place like, what? Like, I just did all this work. I did all of this. And here you are. coming in to give me what I've been waiting on for so long, and now you're trying to come in, and now your mind is a little bit like feeling stuck. Like, should I take this? Should I not? Like, what's going on here? Like, I don't understand. You might isolate yourself for a minute just to think things through. And look at, you ended up getting the Nine of Cups in reverse. So you're probably going to start thinking in a negative way. You're probably going to think about the past of what has happened that left you in disarray dealing with this person. It left you stuck and miserable and unhappy, and you were not fulfilled, and your dreams were not realized with this person. And so you're remembering all of this. Now, if it's a brand new person, it might put you in that place where you might think about what happened in the past and you don't want it to be repeated. Don't do that to yourself, okay, Cancer? If it's somebody brand new, don't even think about any of that. Just set yourself free. Keep doing the work that you're doing and find what it is that you're looking for in this person, and give them a chance and let them open up to you and you open up to them. And yeah, just enjoy the time with this person, this new person. Now, if it's like the old past relationship that comes in, you have learned enough, had enough experiences to know what to do this time. Either you take them, but you make them do everything that you did, and you don't do as much as you used to. Make them earn your love back and make sure that they're consistent. I think you need to also have some boundaries. And if they, at any time, they do not follow what you're asking, you dip yourself out. You don't have to stay in things. You don't. Neither do you have to accept it or take them back. Now, if this was a situation as far as a new job, career, or business, like I said, there is probably a new opportunity where it would land on your lap, and you were not expecting for this to come through, but you know that this collaboration or this new job, you're going to love it and you want it so bad. But then you also think of, like, what if it doesn't work? What if I feel like I'm going to be stuck here? What if I'm not going to be happy? Stop doing that. Don't do that. Don't sabotage something that hasn't even started yet. Okay, Cancer? All right, so what's coming through is the Hierophant in reverse. This is going to be a challenging situation for you. This brand new opportunity is going to be a challenge because it's a little bit different than what you're used to. It's not something that's traditional for you. Now, if this is a person in the past that's doing this, you know them to be a person who's not traditional by any means. They're not the type to marry you. They're not the type to be romantic in any kind of way. They're the types also that they're the ones that they get into something in a situation, but they don't learn from their past experiences and make a current relationship better. They're not using their wisdom or their knowledge to learn from specific situations in love. So they're very unconventional type of person. Now, this job, this new job or whatever it is, it could be that it can test your values and your traditions. Just even how you think and do things. It's going to force you to think differently. It may ask you to do something that to you is challenging. Or it could be that you understand that whatever was in the past, like an old career or somebody you collaborated with, because of how things went, you probably have to, or you're just thinking how things just didn't work. You know, like this wasn't a traditional type of thing. You didn't feel like you got anything good out of it. You didn't get a commitment from the past situation. But look at this. You have the Death card. I think you're going to drop these worries and these thoughts because you know that whatever is coming in for you is new and it's going to be better and it's going to transform you to be a better person. Now, for some of you, you can transform to being also a better parent. If you are a parent, it's going to put you in a place where you're going to have a better bonding situation with your children. Okay? And you're just like, the love that you have for them is going to be a completely different type of love this time. How you see them, how you interact with them, it's going to be like a higher level of love between you and your children. Okay, but anyway, getting back to this right here, there's going to be a death and a transformation to something that was non-traditional or not committal, or something that just wasn't giving you anything. That's going to change and transform. Look at this. You got the 3 of Wands. Yeah, so once this mindset and once this what didn't work for you ends, you take on these brand new opportunities and this favor that's coming in with what you love. You're going to make plans to move forward, and you are. Once you reach the 3 of Wands, you already put in the work, you already put in the plans, and here you go. We're ready to rock and roll. You're going on your way. And so I think what might be worrying for you, for some of you, for this new career, new collaboration, or new business, it's going to require you for you to leave everything behind where you're at and move. You're going to have to go somewhere that's different, that you're not used to. And I think that's why there's a worry here. That you may not like it. You may not be happy or content. And it may be where it's going to challenge your traditions if you set off to go somewhere else. But I would say go. Oh, look it. You got the 6 of Pentacles right after that. If you go, Cancer, you're going to get a return. Okay? If this is financial or career-wise, you're going to get a return. Now, if this is somebody who's coming back in, if there's somebody from the past, this person could decide to move. If they're in a different city, different state, they might make their way towards you and move to where you're at and want to equal give and take with you and start to give to you the way they should have. They're going to start to invest in you the way they should have. So they're going to be leaving some things behind themselves to come towards you to give to you. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck. You know what? For some of you, because the 7 of Swords is here, for some of you, if this past person left you for somebody else, they are very discontent in the situation that they're in. And I think they finally got their own aha moment and realized that the person they chose was the wrong one. They were better off being in a relationship with you, and they didn't see your worth at that time. And I think what's going to happen here is that I think through the word of mouth or seeing your social media or just something, they're going to see how well you're doing. You're thriving and you're doing so much on your own that you don't need this person, that they're realizing now, why did I even do that? Not for the fact that you're successful or going to be, but the fact that they weren't on the up and up and they could have had something beautiful with you, but chose not to for whatever reason. And I think they stole from themselves. They cheated themselves out of having something really good with you. And I think they're going to come running hella fast to try to make it right, to be with you. Because what they're in, look at, what they're in right now is not satisfying them at all. At all. Now, for some of you that it's a situation that's brand new, this person is very serious about you and they're wanting to come towards you and make plans. Either to move in together, to make a trip, go on vacation, have fun. But their end all is to have a relationship with you both give to one another. Let me see if I can get anything else. Let me just stir it up a little bit. Okay, yeah. Look at this. This is the 7 of Pentacles. So what you invested in, what you're going to be doing on your own, you're going to see the rewards, and you're going to wait for the rewards because you already planted some seeds. You're waiting for the harvest. And look at this underneath the deck is you. You're only fixated on what your dreams and hopes are. You're following the star. You're getting your healing. You're moving forward. You're going to have fucking victory, Cancer. You're going to have an amazing couple of weeks. You're going to do very well for yourself, honestly. Yeah. You are your concern now. You are your focus right now. But you're going to be working hard for the things that you want, and you're going to be very successful and very self-disciplined. Yeah. So I think I'm going to leave it at that because you had an amazing reading, Cancer. And honestly, if none of y'all take it, I will take this reading and call this for myself because I'm a Cancer. And some of this does resonate for me as far as business and career. You know, as far as relationship, I am a single person, but hey, whatever comes in, comes in. If it's something that's really good for me, I will definitely use my intuition and take it on, because I'm ready for that too. But if it's a past person, I am going to make them work if they even try. And actually, honestly, with everything that's been happening with me as of late, I may not even take them back at all. Because I'd rather be on my own. I'm doing good right now. But anyway, I love you guys, Cancer. I wish you all the best. I know things are going to come out the way they're supposed to. Just hold on tight. Things are going to move forward, okay? You guys take care of yourselves. Bye.